Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kristen Mrazek from Mrazek Makeup Artistry. So today we are going to be doing this flirty, feminine, pink, fun look. And it is going to be a two-part series. So this is for her. So this is the more girly, kind of feminine, maybe for those single ladies out there or someone who just wants to have a little bit fun on Valentine's Day. So this is the first part, and the second part is going to be coming, and that is going to be a more for him look. So it's going to be more vampy, sexy, kind of up that sex factor a little bit. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Anyways, I just did. So stay tuned, and I hope you like today's look. I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette today. And we're going to be sticking with the pinks, and it's going to be really fun. We're going to do a bit of a halo eye. So I'm going to start with, here we go. I'm going to start with Buon Fresco, I believe. It's just this one right here. It's a little bit of a lilac purple. And so we're going to be putting that through our transition, so through our crease as our transition color. And we're just going to be going in with that transition brush that I used last time as well, just all throughout the crease. And you don't have to be super specific with this because it is going to be a bit more blown out, but we do want to make sure that we have that transition shade kind of through a little bit higher than usual. So next I'm going to be taking a Y18 Morphe brush, and we're just going to be dipping into this bright pink one right here, which is Love Letter. And I'm just going to start on my outer corner, just so I can kind of trace out where I want this color to be. And I'm going to pull that through the crease. Not quite as high as we took that transition shade though, because we do still want that gradient. I'm actually just going to go and pop a bunch of color down on my eye and then work it out. But with a halo eye, you want to focus the majority of the color on the very outer corner and the very inner corner. So I'm going to go and pack a little bit more product on that inner corner. Pull that up again. This look is not going to be one for the faint of heart, I tell you. Once I'm happy with the pigmentation, I'm going to go back in with my transition brush and just diffuse the edges a little bit. And don't worry if it looks a little bit messy at this point. It all comes together at the end. Don't worry about it. So next I'm going to go in with Venetian Red right there. And we are going to go in with just a little pencil brush. I believe this one's by Quo. It's just a super cheap one. And I'm just going to go in that outer corner, that outer V, and place that product. And this is just going to add to that depth. And I'm pulling it through my crease there, just a little bit lower than everything else. So now for the fun part. Not that that wasn't fun, but we are going to take a little bit of concealer. And so I'm just going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. And I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand to make it a little bit easier to kind of deal with. And then I'm going to go in with a just flat concealer brush. This is the MAC 242. And we're going to carve out that area for your halo. So I'm going to do the center, and you can see it's a little bit lighter in here because I didn't put quite as much product as I did on the inner or outer corner. So I'm going to go in kind of the middle just up to my crease. And I'm just gonna carve out that area. So that's probably as wide as I'm gonna take it. But now I'm going to come almost diagonally down to my eyelashes, my lash line, sorry. So I'm going to go in with the NYX Glitter Primer. And this is gonna make sure that nothing in that pigment moves. So I'm going to go in just over where I put that concealer. And the pigment I'm using today is the MAC pigment in Rose. And I'm going to pop that on the center of the lid where we put that glitter primer. And the reason we use the glitter primer is that with pigments there's a lot of fallout, and especially when you already have your base done, you want to make sure that you have something for that pigment to adhere to. Now that that's done, we are going to go back in with that Venetian red, that darker pink red that we're going to do on the outer corner. And I'm just going to put a little bit more pigment there, but I'm also going to drag it just slightly over the edges of where we put that glitter. And you can see that diffuses it a little bit, blends it out a little bit better. And I'm just ever so lightly pulling that over. But I want to keep that top quite cut. And then if you do have any fallout, just lightly, with a big fluffy brush, just brush it away. I have already set my powder and everything underneath my eyes. And there you can see it a little bit better. So for my lower lash line, I'm just going in with a little pencil brush that we used earlier. And then a little bit more of that Venetian red. And I'm bringing that all the way to the inner corner this time. Usually I keep it in kind of the outer 2/3. But I do want it to be a little bit more dramatic today. Before I put lashes on, I'm just going to go into my inner corner and I'm going to brighten that up. I'm going to do that with Makeup Geek Shimma Shimma. Let me grab her here. Very, very well loved little pan here. So I'm just going to go in with a Y22 Morphe brush, just this tiny, tiny little brush here, and just pop this on my inner corners. So there are the eyes done. I am going to go in and do the rest of my face now. So as you can see, it is blown out, smoky eye, pink. I think people get so intimidated by looks like this because they're going, oh my gosh, I've never worn purple or pink in my life. And that's okay. You don't need to be intimidated by it. It's just fun. It's just makeup. So I'm just going to stick with bronzer today because I do want this look to be still soft and feminine. By the way, my sweater here, it's so cute. I have it off the shoulder right now, but it is by Jason T. They're a local company here, and I have worked with them for a couple years now when they started at Lethbridge Fashion Week, and I am so in love with them. Diana and Byron, you guys are the best. Anyways, I swear half of my closet is by Jason T. So I had to give a quick shout out because I just love this sweater. I've been living in it. It's so comfortable. For blush today, I'm going to go in with the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. It's just a cult classic. For highlight, I'm gonna go in with Becca Opal, and it's so sad. It's like one of those memes where it's like, there's been a death in the family. Oh no. I know, it's so weird. Okay, anyways, I'm going in with my beauty blender, and it is a little bit damp still from when I put my foundation on. And this is a trick that I picked up from Jaclyn Hill's YouTube channel, and she's right, it just gives you the most beautiful effervescent glow. Such a weirdo. I'm well aware. It's okay. I'm owning it. And a little bit on my nose. And then obviously my Cupid's bow. Everyone knows my obsession with lips. And then for lips today, I am actually going to be doing, what am I doing? I'm gonna do MAC's Soar as a lip liner, and then the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Ludwig. And I just love this combo. I think it's so pretty. My little dog is huffing at me because I swear at 2 o'clock every day, 2:30, she keeps warning me that it's almost dinner time, even though dinner time isn't till 4:30, but she gets it in her head that I just have to be reminded. P.S. I don't know. Every time I go to film, I swear to gosh, my hair is just out of control. It's like it will not work. We're having some setup issues here. And Evie wants to make a cameo, so 1 second. Okay. My videos wouldn't be the same without a dog, right? So this is Evie. Usually you see Mika. And this is Evie. We call her Boo Boo. She's the best, easiest little dog in the world. It's amazing. She's very demanding though. She runs the roost. Rules the roost. Oh, okay. But, okay, before I leave you to be, I just want to show you this scent that just reminds me of Valentine's Day. I just think it's the prettiest scent, and it's the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Rose. And I'm obsessed with this. It's rose, but it's not super flowery. It's more a little bit musky, so if you like that, oh, I just love it. I think it's phenomenal. Anyways, this is the finished look. That awkward kind of last minute, bah! Anyways, if you liked today's video, I would be much appreciative if you would give it a like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Thank you so much, guys, and happy Valentine's Day! Remember, this is part 1. Part 2 is still coming. Bye!